serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world. This is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyrighted the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
A little bit of maybe a rematch setting up here between these two teams as Mizzou looking to get in the win column. Game one was a 69-42 final for Auburn. We knew it was going to be a tough game, and Auburn came out ready to play, but still lots of positives for Mizzou from that first game of the day.
Yeah, one of the things we'll look here today, this is game 4, remember, Blake, and you've said this many times. The Mizzou Tigers playing Ironman basketball. They have a 5-person roster, 6 if you count Andy Sporney, who's able-bodied at 4.5, but there's no legal combination that the Tigers can put on the floor if Andy's on the court. You can only have 14 points on the court. They can't have a legal roster with him out there, so generally they stick to the 5 that are out there, the Pettit and Saleas, Clements, Trumper, and our freshman, Aljama. And, anyway, keys to the game. Let's get into those. This is the 4th game. This is where I was going. They are tired, okay? And we've seen this game 4 be a challenge for them. This can be the step up where they say, hey, look, we lost to these guys by 15 yesterday. Probably going to lose again. This is a superior team with superior numbers and talented trio we saw of Joshua Brown, Furman Wingirter, and then Emmanuel Fuentes Cervantes. But the Tigers need to find those wins. We've got Aljamain coming in and getting those victories here and there. He's slipping in the cracks. One thing to watch in this game, Blake, as we watch this go on, David Pettit got banged up that last game when he got called for the 3 in the lane, got kind of Malachi crunched, if you will, and is playing with a little bit of pain. So this is going to be a tough road to hoe for the Tigers, but let's look for those positives as they march on in their season. Well,
we've talked about it. That makes it rough because they don't have a bench to go to, so you just got to stay tough and play out there and play through it. And we did. We thought during that first game that he kind of got pinned there and crunched, and our thought was correct on that. So, it is a lot of work to be out there on the court, and they're getting banged around on some of these plays. But you know what? They're not complaining about it. They're hanging tough. They're staying out there, and that's what we like to see. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Take a look at the starting lineups, the roster as well, as you're tuned in to broadcast coverage here of Mizzou Wheelchair Basketball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, Remaxman Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, Remaxman Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
Welcome back to our Mizzou Wheelchair Basketball pregame show on the exclusive home for Mizzou Wheelchair Basketball, the Show Me Sports Network. We're glad you're tuned in to our broadcast. Don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, be sure and click on that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. That'll help us out. That'll help you find future broadcasts as well as all of our archived games too. You can also click on the thumbs up like icon to let us know that you're enjoying our exclusive coverage of Mizzou Wheelchair Basketball. Time now on our pregame show to take a look at the Mizzou Wheelchair Basketball roster, brought to you by Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazaway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazaway.
Let's meet the Mizzou wheelchair basketball roster, brought to you by Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Daniel Clements, Jr., Avon, Indiana, 2-0.
Adnan Al-Juma, Jr., Saudi Arabia, 1.5.
Logan Salaes, freshman, Maryland, 3.5.
Baron Trumper, sophomore, St. Louis, Missouri, 2.5.
David Pettit, sophomore, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 3.5.
Andy Sporny, junior, North Aurora, Illinois, 4.5.
Ron Likens, I'm the coach at University of Missouri's wheelchair basketball team. I am in my 16th season as coach.
Catherine Reeves, athletic trainer. I've been with wheelchair basketball for 2 years.
This look at the Mizzou wheelchair basketball roster has been brought to you by Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more of our Mizzou wheelchair basketball pregame show on the exclusive home for Mizzou wheelchair basketball, the Show Me Sports Network.
Well, we're in for a treat here today as Truman the Tiger has made his way out here to the court to watch the game here today as a rematch of last night's game. Mizzou looking for a different outcome, though, than what it was last night.
Key is going to be to try to hold that trio in check. Fuentes Cervantes, I believe, was in the 30s, Blake, and that's going to be a tough road to hoe, but let's see if they're up to the task.
Tip will be controlled by the Mustangs as they will have it. There's a quick shot down low by Brown. It's no good. They say that's going to be off Trumper. So we'll stay on this end of the court as the starting five for the Mustangs will be sophomore Landon Cruz, a junior Joshua Brown, the sophomore in Furman Wingirter, a senior in Emmanuel Fuentes Cervantes, and a freshman in Robert Liu. As with the basketball be Brown, there's a shot in the paint, no good. Rebound comes down for Mizzou. So a couple of shots there, but no buckets. Mizzou will have it.
I like the way they played tough D. They stayed in their paint and got the successful outcome.
There's going to be a shot by Trumper. That one left a little bit short. Rebound will come the other way.
We're going to have numbers here as they've pinned two in the back. This is a 5-on-3 briefly, and well, the Tigers responded, so good getting back on D there.
Cross-court pass. Now they'll go down low, shot up and good by Fuentes Cervantes. He's got his first points of the game. Makes it a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. And this is the final homestead for Mizzou wheelchair basketball. We'll talk about that a little bit later about what the rest of the season entails. As Trumper will have it, 10 on the shot clock. There's going to be a shot, no good on the other side by Clements. Rebound will be taken by the Mustangs. They'll quickly go across the timeline in front court with it.
So much talent on Fuentes there. Is so smooth in his chair. So many things to defend and just buries that 10-footer. It's a tough toe. I love to see the crowd here, though. It looks like some cheerleaders in the center there, 4 of them with their white pom-poms, and like you said, Truman the Tiger. So the energy here is pretty exciting.
It definitely does have a buzz about it for sure, as Trumper will have it. Gives it off to Saleas out front as he'll work to the far side with it. Now he'll give it to Clements. He'll have the ball in his left hand as he'll hold it above his head now. Now give it to Trumper. Free throw line shot up with 2 on the clock. No good. As Wingirter will get it. Baseball pass center front court. Shot up and good. That's now 6 on the board. All 6 from Fuentes Cervantes.
One of the keys to the game was finding a way to stop the unstoppable.
Well, Trumper will have the basketball. So he will have it. Give it off to Saleas out front. So we played a little over 2.5 minutes down low. That's going to be a pass that's into the hands of Pettit, and he will be fouled.
Yeah, Pettit slipping in there. That's going to be one of the keys, those inside shots, and he had slipped in, but a wise foul by the Mustangs in Wingirter. I think Pettit was looking like the easy left-handed bank shot.
So that's the first foul, first team foul. Wingirter, first team foul. So Mizzou has the basketball after the inbound. Clemens has it. He'll have it on the high elbow. Now gives it off. Far side, Saleas, 4 on the clock. Windy down. He'll fire it up. Left it a little short, nicks the rim and falls out. Get a baseball pass into front court. And there'll be an underhanded scoop shot up and good by Wingirter. He's got his first points. It's an 8-0 run to start the ball game here. 30-second timeout called by Mizzou.
Yeah, different look here as we're seeing from these Mustangs. Coach Derek Klinker putting in his A-team, and they're attacking without mercy, and they are really just taking it to these overmatched Mizzou Tigers. Again, we talked about this, Blake. Can the Tigers find a way to keep some energy in this fourth match? They are all playing every minute of it, so they are on, minute 123 here for the Mizzou Tigers. Need to find a way to match this energy, especially those fast breaks, 6 points off fast breaks for the Mustangs.
Well, the big thing here is that Mizzou gets it down. They get a decent shot down here, but don't get a rebound, and then a baseball pass in the front court has the Mustangs on the other end ready to put some more points on the board. As with the basketball, Saleas will have it on the far side. He'll spin over there. Now give it out to Trumper. Low pass. It's on the court. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be touched by Cruz. That'll be last touch by him, so we'll stay with Mizzou. That pass just really at the wheels there of Trumper, unable to get 2 hands on it.
Yeah, just aggressive play there by Cruz, and again, just you see a different speed on these Mustangs.
Saleas for 3 on the iron, no good. Rebound is going to be touched by nobody. It'll go out of bounds. So we'll go the other way as the Mustangs have the 8-0 lead. They're on an 8-0 run right now, and they have the basketball.
Yeah, and again, the wide rebound there. Aljuma actually in place for that one, right? And we talked about that last game. Don't leave the court until you have given up every opportunity to keep the ball, and they'll see that on the tape.
Free throw line shut up by Brown. The junior is good. He's got his first points of the game. It's a 10-0 run here to begin things for the Mustangs. Glad you're tuned in here today. Don't forget, if you've not done so, click on that subscribe button. That helps us out, help you find future broadcasts as well. All those good things. Archive games are easily found too. As Trumper will have it, he'll fire up the shot. That one on the iron, no good. Rebound comes down and goes the other way for the Mustangs.
Yeah, nothing falling for the Tigers, and so easy for the Mustangs, able to get in at will.
Shot up, no good. Offensive board and a shot by Brown, but he's going to be fouled. So that will be called on Pettit. The sophomore picks up his first, team first.
And, of course, Pettit giving the universal sigh of disbelief on that foul, as he did definitely make contact. Good call by the referee, Bianca, on that one.
So Brown will be at the free throw line here with a couple of tosses.
Looks like entering the game is Weary for the Mustangs.
That one up and good.
Oh, many entering the game here. I'm looking at Wells, Weary, and can't see the other one there. Is that Parrish?
That one no good. Yes, Parrish is in there. Wells, as you said, checked in. Saw all of them last night play quite a bit of time. So with the basketball in the paint, shot up is no good by Aljuma. Had a pretty good look, but shot may have been partially blocked. He didn't get much oomph underneath it.
I like that they saw him, and he was there.
That'll be a shot by Wary. He's got his first points.
The Tigers just really need to find some offensive juju or some such. They're 0 for 7 to start this game.
13-0 score, 13-point run. Saleas right hand shot up, no good. A rebound comes down to Parrish as he takes it with one hand, controls the chair with the other as he will go across the timeline. He'll have it straight away. He'll dish it near side to Brown. He'll turn. We've got a stoppage here as toppling over is Wingirter, so he will right the chair as Saleas goes over to make sure he doesn't need an extra hand to help him up. We've talked about that very much. Team camaraderie, not just with your players, but with the players out on the court.
Absolutely. Yeah. And here's where the Tigers really have to be careful to keep their head in this game as the Mustangs do nothing but pour on the points, shutting us out really badly here to start. The Tigers have to keep in. Their shots are good shot selections. They're just not falling from the outside. This is where they need to keep at it.
That shot up by that was Brown, no good. Pettit has that shot, will not fall in. That was a 3 that Brown had. It makes it a 16-0 score. Mustangs have the basketball. We're nearing the 4-minute mark as Brown will have it far side to get another 3 up. Different result, it doesn't fall that time. Rebound comes down to Clements.
Good hold there by the Tigers as they had a 5-on-4 for the Mustangs as Pettit was back-picked well by Wingirter.
Clements will have the basketball. He'll fire up a long 2. That one no good. Parrish gets the rebound, quickly gives it to Wingirter. So he will have it across the timeline. He will work over here on the near side. He'll work the basketball with the right hand, control and wheel with the left. Now he'll switch it up. Again, hounded closely there by Clements. Cross-court pass to Brown. He'll have it. He'll be in the paint. Dish it near side. Wingirter has it. One dribble. He'll roll in. Shot up no good, but a foul will be called, as that foul will be called on Clements. That's the junior's first, team second.
Yeah, I knew, Blake, we both knew the Tigers would be tired for this game. I don't think either of us expected this run by the Mustangs that they're on. But let's face it, the Tigers are taking good outside shots on the offensive side. They're setting up, they're working their play, they're getting in the open person, and that athlete is shooting, it's just not falling. And this is where you really have to build character and say, continue to play our game, continue to work hard on the defensive side of it, and let's turn this game around.
Second free throw, no good. Pettit will get the rebound, as Wingirter could not complete both free throws. Did make the first one, but not the second one, as Mizzou trails by a 17-0 score here. Pettit will get it. He will have it on the far side. Thought about near side, but instead goes out front into the hands of Trumper. Trumper has it. He'll give it off. And shot up, no good by Saleas. Rebound will come down and go the other way once again.
Just can't buy a bucket down there, Blake. It's they're putting up good shots.
Pass down low to Brown, somehow able to get it. Shot no good, but offensive board falls out as that shot up by Wary goes out as that thing, hit about 20 times on the iron and falls out.
Yep, unfortunately Clements in a bad position, had to knock it out of bounds and couldn't secure the rebound.
Wary will get the inbound pass as he will have it. He'll fire up a shot, missed it. Rebound comes down to Pettit as he will give it off to Clements. Now back to Pettit. They work it across the timeline. Clements with it. He'll have it. Ball above his head. He'll give it far side. There's a shot up by Trumper. That one no good. Rebound comes down to Brown once again.
Just, again, nothing falling for the Tigers. They still have to stay in this, though.
So with the basketball, Wingirter shot up no good. There's going to be an offensive board and put back by Wells, the sophomore.
This is an unfortunate start to the Tigers' final home game, Blake. No one wanted it to go this way, and just they've got to keep shooting because the shots will start falling.
It is a 19-0 score. There's a shot free throw line, up and good. That by Clements. He's got the first points of the day.
A little bit louder of a applause there than you might normally expect, but it's a 19-0 run to start the game for the Mustangs, and finally Clements hits a 2 from the free throw.
Timeout called here, just a 30-second timeout called. Billy by the Mustangs. Yeah, that ends that 19-0 run. This comes at the 1:32 mark. Mizzou's had some good looks. They just haven't been able to get anything fall.
Yeah, it's not often that you go 0 for 12 your first 12 shots, Blake. It statistically can happen, but you have to realize that there's variance in the game, and you have to play through variance. And good teams know how to win when their shots aren't falling.
So possession does belong to the Mustangs. Get a minute 32 left to go here in this opening period of play.
Truman, the Tiger, entertaining a young fan there. Excitedly ran across the entire gym to meet Truman, now sitting by him. Kind of a nice little sight.
Wingirter will hold the ball above his head here on the near side. Parrish with it, far side Brown. He'll turn the chair. He'll work it. Long two up, no good. Rebound will be taken by Pettit. Mizzou will have the basketball here again, trailing by 19-2 score. Saleas has it, gives it near side to Trumper. 10 on the play clock. Saleas has it, 5 on the shot clock. Continue to roll down. There's going to be a left-hand hook, no good by Clements. Ball will go out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Mizzou.
Yeah, Clements is now, look here, watch this is a back pick here on Clements. You're going to see a 5-on-4 opportunity for the Mustangs when they decide to spring the back pick.
With it down low, shot up as Wingirter, he has 5 points now. It's a 21-2 advantage.
They didn't need the back pick. They scored in a 3-on-4 situation, Blake, and everything going the way of the Mustangs.
18 seconds, continuing to roll down. Saleas with it. Near side. Now back to Saleas. Far side Trumper. Clements had it for a moment. Trumper fires up a shot. Good. He's got his first points as that will wind the time down. That'll take us to the end of the first period of play as it is 21-4 in favor of the Mustangs. We'll take a quick break and be back as you are tuned in to broadcast coverage of Mizzou wheelchair basketball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
Play underway here in the second period. Saleas has a shot up and good. That's a shot in the arm that Mizzou needed for sure.
Yeah, good to see Saleas shake off that first quarter blues and hit the first shot. Again, you got to keep taking them because they'll fall.
There'll be a shot down low. That one up and good by Wary. He has got 4 points.
Landon Weary just found it way too easy to get inside. So while the Tigers did something well on the offense, they need the complete sides of the court here to start the second quarter.
Again, Mizzou trails by the 23-6 score here. Clements will have the basketball out front. He will give it near side. That'll be Trumper. Trumper has it, spins around. He fires it up with 4 on the clock. I think that was behind the backboard.
I think it was. You don't see that shot very often. Blake, he was at a terrible angle. Wingirter applying tons of pressure there. Wingirter, again, we talked about him yesterday, one of the most buff athletes we've seen, certainly has spent a day or two in the gym.
Yeah. Trumper just had to get the shot off because shot clock was winding down. Near side with it. This is Fuentes Cervantes. Shot up by Wary is no good. Rebound will come down for Mizzou.
Here's Mizzou's shot at a back pick now. They'll have a 5-on-4 when they spring it.
Good work there as Trumper will have it. Give it off into the hands of Clements. He'll have it out front. Back to Saleas. He'll try to work around. He'll have a lane. Shot up in and out, no good.
Good look by Saleas and good job on the 5-on-4. Clements was there with the open look, but opted ultimately not to take it. And unfortunately, we've seen this number before.
Reverse underhanded shot by Fuentes Cervantes is good. He's got 8.
He's scores at will almost, it seems like, Blake. I don't think the Tigers have an answer to him on the court.
Heyer's also checked into the ball game. Andrew Heyer, the freshman for the Mustangs. As Saleas will have it on the far side. He'll hold it above his head, 9 on the clock.
And again, Aljuma had nothing between him but air, and they didn't see him.
Trumper fires it up with 2 seconds on the shot clock, no good. Where he comes down with it for the Mustangs. Wingirter will have it here on the near side. He'll stop in the corner, now reverse course, cross-court pass. As again, it's a 25-6 score. Pass down low, Trumper will knock it out, Pettit will get it.
Nice job there by Mizzou, not giving up, playing tough D. And let's see if they can turn this on the offensive side and keep this game reasonably close.
Clements will have the basketball. He'll give it to Trumper, far side with it. Saleas trying to work along the baseline and overshot the mark to Pettit. Was looking to get it to him. He had some room. He made a good move, but passed a little too tall for him. There's a shot on the other end, up and good. 10 points now for Fuentes Cervantes.
Yeah, that's the trouble on those. The Tigers don't always hustle back. They're again a little bit, winded from playing so much ball and playing much more of the time than their opponents on the court. And Fuentes Cervantes just too good.
Shot up by Trumper is going to be blocked from behind. Baseball pass into front court. Fuentes Cervantes shot up good. He's got 12, 6 in each period.
Yep, and I think the only one enjoying it in this whole gymnasium is him.
Maybe his teammates.
Well, even they looked a little bored.
Makes it a 28-6 ball game. Looking down low, Pettit has it. His shot up good.
Need to see more David Pettit there getting inside. That's his key to success, and finally off the backboard and breaking into the scorebook.
We'll have a back pick there as Pettit will be behind the play. However, whistles and a foul will called. That one will be on Trumper. That's his first, team first. We had talked in game 1 about the change with the fouls this year. In just like high school, I see a lot of high school games changing it to where you get the 5 fouls and then automatic 2 shots coming.
Yep, just I don't know the reason for it, Blake. If you do, I'd love to hear it, but seems to be a universal change coming across.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard lots of theories. I don't know if I actually know the exact answer, but I have to say, and this is what, the 39th game I've done this season of basketball with high school and Mizzou wheelchair basketball. I don't hate the change. It definitely makes it a little bit different. Makes those fouls come in to be a little more play, as that shot up no good. As whistle and a foul, that'll send Clements to the line. That foul will be called on a Heyer. So his first.
Yeah, I think the foul rule really not coming into play too much in wheelchair basketball. The change really isn't a game about fouls. It's a different kind of physicality, as you noticed in that first game. It was a very physical game, but wheelchair basketball doesn't have the body-to-body, right? With those chairs acting as that buffer to the athletes, there really isn't. Fouls just aren't quite as big of a deal at this level. So I think that while the change matches able-bodied basketball, I don't know if there'll be much of an impact here.
Yeah, it definitely means you get shots coming sooner, as there's an offensive foul. That'll be called on Heyer, his team second back-to-back fouls. It definitely gets to the point where you're shooting those free throws seemingly a lot faster.
Yeah. And looks like Parrish, Wells, Brown checking in, as well as Lou. So almost a complete change here for the Mustangs.
You know, if they had some extra room down there on the bench, I'm sure we could make room on our bench to have a couple of subs if they want to just loan us somebody for a few minutes.
What would it be like for one of our boys to get an actual break during a game, Blake?
Right, they wouldn't know what to do. So Trumper will have it out front. He'll give it back to Saleas. Saleas will fire it up. That one a little offline. Offensive board as Mizzou will keep it. As good job, Ajuma gets the basketball, and they'll reset the offense. Clements will have it far side. He'll fire it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Lou.
Mustangs have taken some of that speed off of the court, so now it's a more traditional offense, and the Tigers having time to set up that defense. And Blake, turn around, and we've got a little visitor up here in the balcony of the historic Brewer Courthouse in the form of Truman the Tiger. I'm not sure if that camera will spin around, but we'll see here if we can get a picture down there.
Well, there's going to be a shot on that end, no good. Rebound will come down for Mizzou. As, we said Truman the Tiger coming out, making his way out today rather. As we were out here last night, we had the dance team out here for a treat. So a lot of exciting things happening for Mizzou wheelchair basketball as Clements will have it on the far side. He will give it off to Soleus, doesn't take the three. Now Trumper with it, he'll work it in, shot up, no good. Brown will get the rebound as coming the other way with it for the Mustangs.
So Truman remains up here. We'll visit with him a little bit. I did see a lot of, again, youth coming over to him. He's certainly a friendly face in the crowd for the youth, and they love to see him. And, of course, the only thing Truman hasn't done for us, Blake, is we didn't start with an 18-0 run for the opposition when Truman wasn't here. So Truman, maybe a little good juju for the boys down there.
That's right. Offensive foul called there. Wary will pick up that foul.
No, just kidding, of course. This has been a great weekend. Raising Cane's coming out. Mizzou Rec giving out free T-shirts sponsored by Champion. And just a lot of fun to be here. Good crowd today. We have some cheerleaders, the dance team, like you said yesterday, Blake. And wheelchair basketball's alive and well here at Mizzou.
Absolutely. That shot up, no good. Rebound will go the other way. As with the basketball is Brown. He'll have it here on the near side. So he will start right, go back left. As he'll give a cross-court pass where he has it. He'll work the left-hand dribble, switch to the right. As loose ball, it'll be on the court as Mizzou is going to end up with it. So we'll go the other way as Pettit has it, gives it to Trumper. Now Clements has it across the timeline. He'll be cut off over there. He'll spin around, looks for some help as 19 on the shot clock. Continuing to count down as Soleus will have it, gives it to Clements. Now Trumper, far side. He'll fire up a long two, short. Nick to front of the rim, falls out. Rebound will come down to Parrish as we'll go the other way with it.
Trumper's outside shooting woes continue there, Blake, and just love the scrappy play though to get that offensive turnover or the defensive stop.
There's going to be a shot by Parrish, no good. Offensive board by Lou, shot by Wary is no good. Rebound comes down for Mizzou. Pettit will have it.
They've got 5-on-4 here. Look for the spring. Clements wide open.
As bad pass there. Didn't quite lead Clements enough in the paint as Parrish will come down with it.
That's something that Pettit will build with time as they come to gel as a team. And the first step was setting that back pick, getting the 5-on-4. Second step, of course, Blake, is to make that crisp pass. Clements is wide open in the lane. He'll make that in the future.
So Mizzou will have the basketball back. 1:35 left to go here in this first half. It is a 29-10 score as Clements will have it. And a whistle and a foul away from the play. That's Brown. That's Brown's first. Team fourth. Truman's a little more adventurous than I am, peeking over the balcony here.
Truman trying to get in the heads of the opposing team. He's directly above their bench and trying to get a little home cooking going on here.
Well, the foul called on Brown. Did they call a technical foul?
I think they did, yeah.
Now I got to lean over the railing try to hear what. So they said there's 2 fouls.
I heard 2 fouls from the referee. I believe that's Leroy. So this will be a technical.
First free throw up, no good by Clements. He has a second one coming.
There we go.
That one up and good. Clements 3 of 4 from the free throw line here.
That is a bright spot for the Tigers. And you can see the referees coming over to discuss the situation. David Pettit getting some words of wisdom from Coach Likens during that. Technicals tend to work as a timeout if the coach wants to, talk strategy, and in this case, Pettit was the one to get the earful. Again, Pettit paying a little bit banged up after that last game, taking a hard hit from Ben Edwards in the lane, the offensive lane, and then also with that tendonitis right arm. I'm sure they've all got their wounds that they're licking after playing this Ironman basketball. They've been playing for 140 minutes almost here, Blake, and that's a tough row to hoe for anyone.
Absolutely, they definitely have been putting their things to the paces as Truman coming up and hanging out with us here. You know what? I think that's why we're shooting as well as we are from the free throw line. He had the magic fingers going, so still the conversation happening here. As that's what's encouraging to me. We've talked about it off the air, but there's a lot of positive things happening for Mizzou wheelchair basketball. A lot of things happening. There's a lot of interest in it. Good things are happening. Good things will come. We just have to try to recruit some more players. We got to get some growing pains done and over with, and then we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, and as you've said many times, and I'll say it for you, Blake, why don't you go ahead and smash that like button, that subscribe button. Helps us all out, because last year we didn't have a broadcast team, and now we've got, you've got us, but maybe next year they'll find two better.
Well, we're working on all kinds of things to possibly hit some of the road games, as we said this. What that was.
That was a loud gunshot sound in the gym, which is certainly unusual in a gymnasium. It could have been a table falling over or some such. Play kind of tentatively continuing, but two technicals assigned here. That's not something you see very often, Blake.
So second free throw by Clements is good. Yeah, everybody kind of looking around to make sure everything's okay. And I think you're right. I think it was just something heavy fell and hit the hardwood. So it will be Mizzou's basketball again. 29-12 score in favor of the Mustangs. As we said, this is the final homestead for the Tigers. They'll be on the road. We're going to work to get you some coverage from the road. We'll talk about that as the second half of the game goes on. We'll talk about it a little more as that shot by Clements no good. It will go with the Mustangs. Again, 1:07 left here in this first half.
We talked about what can the Tigers do after that atrocious first period, and here's what you can do. Win the second period, right? Those little victories. The shots started falling. Soleil started off this period, Blake, with that beautiful 15-footer, and they've really done well. They've kept their heads up. They've played them evenly in the second period. They haven't given up. I'm sure they want to give up because I'm sure they're all exhausted, but their mindset won't let them. They're playing hard in front of the home crowd, and my hat is off to each of them.
Absolutely right about that. His shot up on the other end by Brown was good. That makes it a 31-12 score. As Mizzou will have the basketball. Saleas with it on the far side as he will fire it up good.
Good way to end the half would be a defensive stop here.
With the basketball will be Brown. He'll give it cross court in the hands of Wary as he will work it outside the perimeter. 7 on the clock. 6 winding down. 3 up by him on the iron. No good. Saleas will track down the rebound, and that will take us to our halftime mark. As your score at halftime, it is Mustangs 31 and for Mizzou 14. We'll take a break and be back with our halftime show as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Mizzou wheelchair basketball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Power equipment is always cool, always. Well, unless it's not working, then power equipment is expensive. Always. Unless you get it checked with Salter Lawn Service. Don't worry about saving up for something new. Just let the experienced experts at Salter Lawn Service repair your small engines. With pickup and delivery available, saving you time and saving your wallet.
Hey, this is Stacy Salter with Salter Lawn Service. One call, we do it all. You can find us at salterlawnservice.com.
Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Well, it's halftime here as Mizzou trails by a 31-14 score. We got some entertainment here at halftime with a little junior team and unofficial junior team and Truman the Tiger out there.
Well, Blake, that first half, an interesting one, almost a tale of two periods. Remember that was an 18-0 run to start the game. Well, since that 18-0 run, Mizzou is on a 14-13, playing them even. So, yeah, you can't erase those first 18 points. But we talked about the Tigers' cold shooting. We knew that wasn't going to continue. We knew eventually Saleas would wake up, Trumper would wake up, Clements would wake up. Got a couple in there from Pettit as he found the inside. And that's what, we said. Keep their heads up. Again, this is a team, a young team. They're going to have to learn how to play from behind. And that's just how it goes. You take your lumps, and then you start putting together those small victories. Small victories turn into big victories. Big victories turn into game wins.
Absolutely right about that. We'll take a look at our halftime scoring summary here as it is being brought to you by Ren's Automotive.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of the Show Me Sports Network under the broadcasting rights granted therein. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the Show Me Sports Network. Announcers are provided by the Show Me Sports Network.
Time now to take a look at that halftime scoring summary, again brought to you by Ren's Automotive. Well, for the Mustangs, their leading scorer with 12 points is senior Emmanuel Fuentes Cervantes. He's got 12, 8 points put in by junior Joshua Brown, 5 points put in by sophomore Furman Wingirter, 4 points put in by junior Landon Wary, and 2 points by sophomore Alex Wells to round out their scoring. Taking a look at the scoring for Mizzou, their leading scorer with 6 points, 4 of those coming from a 4 of 6 performance at the free throw line is junior Daniel Clements, 4 points put in by freshman Logan Saleas, and 2 apiece by sophomore Baron Trumper and sophomore David Pettit to round out their scoring. The ball games had no lead changes, no ties, as of course it was an 18-0 run as we talked about to start the first half. It looks like Truman's maybe going to try a half-court shot here. We'll see if he's got the aim on there. Well, that was pretty close.
2 spectators there, Blake.
Got to keep your head on a swivel here. So he's going to try it again as that one. Oh, he made it. Not quite half court, but that's a pretty good shot. I don't know if I could grade that or not. I could for sure put the crowd in danger, but yeah, Truman bringing his stuff here today. As we said, though, looking at the tail of the periods, it was a 21-4 outscoring for the Mustangs in the first period. Second period, as you alluded to, it was a 10-10 tie. So Mizzou able to sort of flush that first period play and think about what it looked like going forward for that second period. We'll look at fouls too. Brown, two fouls on Hire and one foul apiece for the Mustangs on Brown, Wingirter, and Wary. For the Tigers, one apiece on Clements, Trumper, and Pettit. So nobody in foul trouble for any of the two squads. But
well, talking about fouls, Blake, the double technical, the rarely seen double technical, gave Clements 4 of those free throws. I think he made 3 of those 4. Maybe it was 2 of the 4. But very seldom seen. I'm curious to talk to the team afterwards and just see what that was all about. Again, this is a game that is well in hand for the Mustangs, and you wonder what could have caused those 2 technical fouls. But the Mizzou Tigers, we can say, hey, we haven't been called for a technical foul in this season because that's not the game that we play.
And, 9 times out of 10 or 99 out of 100 times, it seems it's really tied into the emotions, and somebody, says a magic word or two down there, and that is what ends up being the reason to get the call. But as we said, we've got this is the last homestead, but there's some road games that we're working on what coverage will look like, as we know that on the 14th and 15th of this month, because it's February this month.
Yep.
Time flies. They'll be the Mizzou squad will be at Champaign, Illinois, taking on in a tournament there, and then they'll have one the following weekend. It'll be at Wichita, and we'll talk about the schedule as we go on, but we're working to get some road coverage for you as well. A shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Mizzou. As again, 31-14 score in favor of the Mustangs, as Trumper will have it here on the near side. He'll give it out to Saleas, far side with it. That is Clements for a moment, back to Saleas. C will work it over here to the near side, and C will fire it up. Good.
And maybe we'll start the half with an 18-0 run.
We've seen it done, so it's possible.
There you go. A good shot by Saleas. Took his time. Again, shooters are going to hit their shots. You just need to keep taking them.
So the Mustangs will have the basketball, as cross-court pass is going to be behind Brown, but he's able to go back and get it.
Good job there by Aljuma, keeping Fuentes out of the lane.
Fuentes Cervantes will have it. Look down low for Wary. Shot up, no good. He had the defense beat, and he's going to get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. As
I think that was a good foul by Pettit. He clearly did foul him and got the hand, but Weary not a great free throw shooter. Just as I say that, of course, he buries one. But Weary makes his living inside of the Landon Weary is more of a post shooter, looks to find the cracks here, and watch, he'll put this one in too and shut me up.
Well, he misses that one. Pettit will get the rebound, so just goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Well, now the 18-0 run can start, right, Blake?
That's right. So Clements will have the basketball on the far side. Trumper with it now out front. He'll look near side, now give it back far side to Clements. He'll have it down along the baseline. Now he'll give a pass to Saleas. Shot up, free throw line, no good. Brown will get the rebound. So he will quickly give a baseball pass, high pass. It will be a little behind on the mark, but they'll get a shot up, streaking through the paint is Wary.
Too much offense. Weary, again, we talked about the inside specialist, but how about that catch by Fuentes Cervantes? 99 times out of 100, that one's out of bounds, but incredible athleticism there. And it wouldn't surprise you, I do believe Fuentes Cervantes is a Paralympian.
Absolutely. He is a playmaker, to say the least. There's a shot up by Trumper. He's got 2 more. That gives him 4 on the day.
Yeah, Trumper cold that first half, but floated that one in and bodes well. And look at that again, that athleticism to catch even a really errant pass, not a great pass.
Yeah, Banks at home does Fuentes Cervantes. He's got 14 on the day.
He's just so athletic, able to get in the right position, but then even help out his teammates. Those should have been 2 turnovers.
With the basketball, Clements will have it. As he will fire it up. Good.
And Mizzou kind of playing, trading blows here. Again, they're not built to do that, but right now their shooting is hot.
There's going to be in the paint, a shot up. He is good by Wary. He's got 2 more.
Little brief timeout there as Weary and Pettit's wheelchairs had interlocked, and that is something they'll stop play for. Sometimes the metal can meld.
So we're under 7 minutes to play here in this third. Mizzou trailing 38-20. As far side with it, Saleas. Shot up, no good. A rebound will be taken by Brown. Again, gets it into front court underneath the bucket. Wary will have it, now gives it to Brown. Near side, there's going to be a shot up by Horstman, blocked by Pettit. It'll go the other way.
Again, just Fuentes Cervantes. 3 catches in a row that all should have been out of bounds, and he's just incredible. I do think his wheel went out of bounds, but the ref's not in position after that baseball pass to see it. So I got away with one there.
Clements has it. He'll fire up a shot. No good. A rebound will come down for the Mustangs. We said Eli Horstman, the freshman, he's checked in the ball game.
And I think they're keying on him. We'll see if that's true. Wary unable to handle that one. But Horstman, not one that sees a lot of minutes on the court. He'll look to make the most of that. And they did inbound or shoot the inside past him. I think they'll look for him to score, but Pettit said, not on my court.
Mizzou will have the basketball as, well, they had the basketball. Knocked out, taken away as the Mustangs will get it this time. Fuentes Cervantes will wheel around traffic, go across the timeline. He will have it on the far side. He'll spin around, pass over near side to Brown. He'll fire it up good.
Just too easy for these Mustangs as they're able to get down, set up shop, and even when you seal off that inside like the Tigers did there, they've got that third option in Brown. Just so much offense out there for the Mustangs.
So Trumper will have the basketball. He'll give it to Saleas out front. Near side with it is Clements. Saleas, Trumper. There's going to be a shot up. No good by Trumper. Rebound comes down and goes the other way. Fuentes Cervantes gets the basketball again. He'll give a pass to Brown. Brown fires it up good.
Yeah, just timeout here by Klinker. Coach Klinker will see what he wants to talk about. Everything going his way. It certainly cannot be any criticism of what he's seen in front of him. If they've took the first 2 points from the Tigers and have really just continued to open up this game.
Yeah, they absolutely have. Again, quick 30-second timeout. 42-20 score in favor of the Mustangs, as they're just really a powerhouse team that just finds a way. Doesn't matter who they have out there, finds a way to put a bucket in. So he said Truman the Tiger hanging out here today. He's made his way up, hang out with us. Now he's talking to, maybe not talking, he's interacting with one of the officials. Says, I didn't tap you, it wasn't me, it was her.
So smiles all around. You can see from everybody here having a great morning out here in Columbia at the historic Brewer Courthouse on the right, Ron Likens Court, Court 10. And it's all smiles despite the score, so you love to see that.
Absolutely. You know, I'm encouraged, too, by the number of youngsters that are here that are hanging out and watching the game, some of them in wheelchairs themselves, so maybe some future Mizzou Tigers that are here watching. As Trumper will have a free throw line, fires it up good.
Blake, I'd like to elaborate on that comment you just made. This sport changes lives, and you see people out there that you might think have disabilities. Well, they're showing you their abilities on this court. And when you see people in the stands that have the same challenges and they see other people doing this kind of thing, it just breeds success. And this is a sport that changes lives, and I'm so proud to be a small part of it.
Absolutely. There's going to be a shot by Wells on the low post, no good. Clements will get the basketball and take it the other way. As we said, I'm excited to be a part of the broadcast and doing what I can as well, because it's a great thing to help keep going and help it grow. And give everybody the opportunity to come out and have some fun.
Yeah, it's a sport that began after World War II when some disabled veterans came and wanted to find a way to still be active. They started up the sport, and who knew all these years later, it's played at their biggest stage in the Paralympics and colleges and everywhere else.
Absolutely. Clements will fire up a shot. He's got 10 now as he makes that bucket. 42-24 score as Wingirter will have the basketball. He'll turn around from the near side shot, no good. Clements will get the rebound as 3.5 to go here in this third. Time continuing to roll here as Clements will have it. He'll give it off to Trumper out front. He'll look near side. Now he will deliver it near side to Saleas as Saleas will have it. Didn't go to the bucket, gives it to Clements out front. Back to Saleas. He'll stop, he'll fire up a shot in and out, no good. As rebound will be taken by the Mustangs the other direction.
Good looking shot by Saleas, just didn't fall. Tigers hanging tough. They're down is at 18, and that's been really that 18-0 run has been the difference in this game.
Shot by Wells is no good. Rebound comes down to Clements as he will go the other way with it for Mizzou. The Mizzou trails, you said, by 18 at 42-24. Pettit will have it. He will have it inside the free throw line. Shot up, no good. As rebound will not be touched by anybody. It'll go the other way for the Mustangs.
Yeah, not David Pettit's specialty again. You see any momentum in his chair either, so he was kind of shooting from still, and that's very hard, and that's why the shot's so errant. Didn't also help that he had a defender in his face.
Yeah, he got cut off, and as you said, that stopped all forward momentum for him. As Wingirter will have the basketball. He'll give it off to Lou, far side with it. Wary, his shot up way too strong. Saleas will get the rebound as he will take it across the timeline.
Got numbers here, 5-on-4 briefly, if they can exploit it, and they do.
There's a shot up by Saleas is good.
You know, Blake, that might be one of my favorite plays of the weekend, maybe other than Saleas' 3 in the first game yesterday to tie it. Here's why. That was a new element. We have never seen him start outside and then go all the way inside, coast to coast like that. Love to see the growth right in front of our eyes.
Wingirter will have the basketball as a whistle, and gonna have Lou get righted here as he toppled over. Well, he'll get resituated. We'll be ready to go in just a second.
And again, since the Mustangs had possession when one of their players hit the deck, that's a stoppage of play because there's no advantage to be gained. If it was a defender that fell, they would let play continue as long as the defender were not in danger.
Rebound will end up back in the hands of Wingirter. He'll give a pass far side to Lou. It was a little short, but he's able to corral it. So he will have it on the far side, and they call 3-second violation, so go back the other way.
Yeah, Wells just had a back wheel in there, probably didn't even know it, and but it counts. Your wheel is what is looked at. Your big wheel, not the little ones, the big one.
So Mizzou will have the basketball. 1:22 left to go here in this third period of play. Trumper will have it, give it out front to Saleas. He'll leave it near side into the hands of Clements. He'll give it down low to Pettit. Has it ripped out of his hands, taken the other way.
Good help defense there by Wells. Came over, saw Pettit had the lane, and stole the ball. Pettit not expecting Wells to be there, and he'll brush up on that in the future.
Wingirter will have the basketball outside the perimeter. Saleas is going to get the steal as it is one-on-one. He's going to wait for some help. Really didn't have a good angle to try to go to the bucket. However, looks down low. Pass will be tipped out. Wingert will have it. He will coast into front court. He'll feed it down low to Luce. Shot up good, and the foul.
Yeah, good display there by the Mustangs as Saleas repaid the favor to Wingirter to keep him out of the lane, but unfortunately for the Tigers, Lou was the trailer, and Wingirter hit him for the assist.
Aljama picks up that foul. That's his first, team second. So one free throw coming here by Lewis Truman. The Tiger doing the worm to distract him. Doesn't work.
You got to love the effort, though.
Hey, he's laying it all out there for sure.
Blake, I'd like to see your version of the worm.
Mine's a dead one. He's just going to lay there. Clements will have the basketball for Mizzou. I'm definitely not as athletic as Truman the Tiger is for sure. There's going to be a whistle and a foul. I think Wingirter held up his head to say, "Yep, that was me."
Yep, he knew it. A little too aggressive there. Wingirter never dials it down. If you watch him play, even if he's up by 40, just a tremendous athlete and always defensively in someone's face. Just fun to watch out there.
Trumper has it. Saleus now near side Clements. He'll fire it up. Good.
Clements had two around him there. I really like the way he ignored that, took his time, set the shot, and good things happened.
Now there's the buzzer as cannot get a shot off to the Mustangs before the end of the third. It's 45-28 in favor of the Mustangs. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Mizzou wheelchair basketball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Moon Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Moon Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
We're ready to begin play here shortly in the fourth and final period of regulation as Mizzou will have the basketball. They trail here
by 17, so I think they tied the third period, won the second period. So, some good things happening. Really, that 18-0 run have been the difference. And everything counts, but I love the way, this is game 4, Blake. They could have folded. They could have folded like a cheap chair, and they did not.
So Clements started things off with the inbound pass. Saleus had it for a while. There's going to be Trumper with the shot. That one no good. As they'll turn it over to the Mustangs, though, as trying to make a baseball pass in front court. Clements able to get it. And a whistle and a foul, as that will be on Parrish, the juniors first.
Yeah, one of the things there that you saw is the Tigers not used to playing that transition game. When they got that takeaway, they actually had good offensive setup, but Clements really didn't see that. And I think the Tigers, that's a growth opportunity for them when they get those takeaways to capitalize on it.
Clements will have the basketball. His shot up no good, as Wary will get the rebound for the Mustangs. They'll give it on the far side. Brown had it for a moment. Parrish holds it in the right hand. He'll give it to Wary again here on the near side. He'll shoot behind Lou. No good. Rebound for Mizzou.
Yeah, good job there, Aljama, being in the right place to get that rebound. And good defense by the Tigers, limiting the Mustangs to a poor shot selection there. Again, the little victories, right? Win the period. And Pettit, again, having trouble. Well, there's why he had trouble. I think they're going to be called a foul on Brown. So I was ready to accuse one of my children on poor play there, but in fact, Brown had been a big factor in that inability to catch the ball.
So it will belong to Mizzou underneath their own bucket as Clements will get the inbound pass. He'll give it to Saleus. He will work out front with it. Now he goes over to the far side. He'll stop. He'll set up. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes into the hands of Aljama.
Aljama just kind of knows the right place to be.
Headed Hannah for a moment, back to Saleus. So Mizzou gets another offensive board. And a possession here is 10 seconds. There's Saleus. His shot up, no good. A little offline.
A tough shot there, Saleus. Don't know what happened there. That's very rare for him to miss everything. But the Mizzou Tigers really still playing hard here. Proud of them after that 18-0 run by the Mustangs. They've kind of held in here.
With the basketball, trying to look down low was Brown. He'll give it to Parrish instead. His free throw line shot no good. Rebound tipped out to Aljama. So he will have it for Mizzou. He gives way to Saleus. With the basketball, Clements will have it out front. Now far side, Saleas. He'll decide to fire it up. No good.
Let's see Saleas giving some commands to Adnan, called him add, and directing traffic there. Again, that's all about learning how to play together.
Absolutely. There'll be a pass here to the near side for Brown. He'll fire it up with the right hand. Good.
Wow, Brown fade away as the wheels were going backwards from his momentum, but still got the bounce off the iron, and down it went.
Clements will have the basketball. He will wheel in. He tries to throw it up, won't go in, but he should go to the line for a couple of tosses. Parrish is going to pick up his second, team third.
Love to see more of that, right? Again, we see the teams do that to us quite a bit, kind of find that seam, go down the lane, take the layup, and here Clements returning that favor. We saw Saleas do that earlier. Again, didn't get fouled, of course, but Saleas finding that this new dimension to the Tigers basketball. Stop settling for those outside shots or waiting for your post to find a way in, but make those own lanes your opportunities. Some growth here, Blake. We've talked about that all weekend. Let's see some growth, and we're seeing it in front of us.
Clements makes both those free throws. He's got 14 points as it's a 47-30 score. Truman, the Tiger, dancing with one of the gals over on the far side. They're having a good time.
I think that's a cheerleader because she's got dance moves, either dancer or cheerleader.
There's going to be a shot, no good. On the other end, that shot taken by Heyer. Rebound comes down to Trumper as he will give it off to Clements. Clements has it in his left hand. Now he'll give it to Saleas. Fire up a shot near side. Got it in.
Well, Saleas has had some tough luck today on some of his shots seemingly impossibly rattling out when they should have gone down. I think that one was a little bit the other way. Good bounce there.
Lou has it, gives it down low. Shot up and good by Wary. He's got 11.
Tigers had brought the lead down to 15. They hadn't seen as low as that in a long time. And again, just the Tigers staying chippy, just staying in the game. And, you know, they do not look tired. And last year, I got to say, they would be dragging their tails, pardon the pun. But today, you know, they're just playing with great effort.
Free throw line shot up by Clements. No good. Lou will have the basketball for the Mustangs. So he will go across the timeline, settle in on the near side rather. He'll still have the basketball. There's going to be a shot up, no good. Lou will get the rebound though. They'll pass back and forth. Brown will have it. Wary, he'll start to dribble in, lost the basketball. Clements will get it.
Good job there by Clements staying with it. Again, I think the Mustangs trying to distribute that ball, and Mizzou found the pattern. Good job by Clements.
So Saleas will have the basketball, working on the far side. Now he'll give it to Clements, near side with it. Trumper, his shot up, no good.
Good play there. I think Saleas, if he watches that tape, had a layup if he wanted to take it. But again, that mindset isn't there yet for the Tigers to think layup because that's the easy bucket.
Brown will have it, gives it down low to Lou. Missed everything on the shot. Rebound to Mizzou. 4.5 minutes to go. They trail 49-32.
Well, he did hit the glass, Blake.
He just rainbowed it over everything important there. Saleas takes it and missed it. Got it back. Second effort good.
And there we go. This is what we talked about, growth. And now, you know, 2 times doesn't quite make a pattern yet, Blake, but 2 times is better than 0 times. Love the way Saleas is saying, you know what? We give up so many of those layups. Why don't we take some ourselves?
Down low, shot up, no good by Wary. Rebound comes down for Pettit as he will take it towards the timeline himself.
A rare look at Pettit playing point guard here.
He had it out front, gives it to Clements. Now Trumper with it. Pettit will work down a little closer to the bucket now. Clements will have it here on the near side. Trumper, free throw line, no good.
That was a missed foul call there. There was a foul there. Trumper's shot was definitely abated, and they didn't see it. That's okay. I'm not, accusing the refs of anything, but a 15-point game here. Hey, this is, Mizzou can say we took one punch, and after that one big 18-pound punch, it's been played fairly evenly.
Absolutely right about that. As 3:32 left here in the ball game, Mizzou trails 49-34. As we were talking a little bit about, this is the final homestead for the Tigers as they wrap up the game here today. And then they'll be on the road with several more games. They'll be in action 2 weekends at the University of Illinois. Then they'll be playing, I believe, the following weekend in a tournament in Wichita. And then at the end of the month, they'll be at Edinburgh University. Then they'll travel to Southwest Minnesota State University in March. And then all that gets set for nationals, as that'll be at University of Illinois. So we're working on getting some of the road games covered. And we've got a couple of different options, some plans, but we're going to try to get some road games on the air so you don't have to miss out on those. That's our ultimate goal. So there's a 3 up. That one no good by Wingirter. And ball goes out of bounds. Nobody touched it, so will be Mizzou's basketball.
Well, Blake, the excitement that surrounds March Madness and men's basketball, I'll tell you the Nationals for wheelchair basketball, no different from that. Lots of excitement, and hope to see you there in Illinois.
Down low, shot up by Pettit is no good. Rebound will come down to the Mustangs. As I said, we appreciate all of our viewers for passing on kind words. The first couple of home series is to say, hey, we appreciated this broadcast. We enjoyed it. Please figure out how to send it on the road. And the organization, Mizzou Rec, and the organization of wheelchair basketball for Mizzou has figured out some of the logistics. There's a shot up, no good. Mizzou will take it back. So we are going to try to get some of those games on the road, on the air, as ball will be taken away. Wide open, Wingert shot up good. He's got 2 more.
Yeah, just a little lapse there defensively in the waning moments of this one. It's been a pleasure to work with you this weekend, Blake, and look forward to hopefully Mizzou Rec figuring out those road games so we can continue to bring the excitement of Mizzou wheelchair basketball to everyone.
Absolutely. There's going to be a shot up by Trumper. That one rimmed out. That's a good reason, too, to make sure if you haven't done so to click on that subscribe button, because I will have those games posted. We'll schedule them ahead of time and have them ready for you so you can know when the games will be on, and you can click on the notification button as well to let you know so you won't miss when those games go live. So,
seen several of our fans too, Blake, use their social media accounts to share this link to the Show Me Sports Network. That's another way, if you're sharing that on social media, increase the exposure, everybody wins.
Absolutely. As a minute 20 left to go in the ball game. So Leas will have a shot from the far side, no good. Now Juma, offensive board, that one no good. Got it a second time. He'll clear it out to Trumper. Free throw line shot up. That one rimmed it in.
Hey, and there's a little bit of excitement here. I love that the crowd is still into this. We got a minute here. It's a 15-point game. It's certainly not going to go the way of the Tigers, but everybody's still watching this game, interested and excited. Love to see it.
Absolutely is. Wingirter will have the basketball. He'll feed it down low. Wells has it. His shot up no good. So Leas will get the basketball. Mizzou maybe has one more chance here to see if they can close this deficit a little bit, make the score a little more respectable. As Clemens through the paint, shot up good.
That'll get a huge roar from the crowd. Again, that's that side of the offense that we're starting to see here, Blake. I'm excited about what the future brings for these Tigers. They found the layups.
Absolutely. That was a great looking series there. As the shot clock turned off, as Wingirter will have the basketball. He'll dribble out here out front, hold it up in the air. In 51-38 the score. Currently is time winding down 2-1, and that will take us to a final of 51-38. Mizzou drops this one, but still lots of positives take away from it.
Yeah, Mizzou goes 0-4 in the tournament. Certainly nothing they were hoping for. They played that 5-point game. The rest weren't so close, but this was an 18-0 run to start this one. They lose by 13, so they can say, hey, we played tough after those first 18, and they really did. they could have folded. They could have not found new ways. And Blake, we got some layups here. I think we had 4 or 5 of them by Clements and Saleas. And just wonderful to see everything coming up for the Tigers. And I think everybody wants that. Everybody wants wheelchair basketball to succeed. You can't have the Tigers get their heads bashed in every game and it be, a positive to the sport. And hey, the University of Michigan just added a team just this week. So lots of things coming up for wheelchair basketball. I know it's 0-4, looks like in the record books, but if you were here and if you watched the games, you saw the Tigers growing in front of your eyes, and there's lots of great takeaways. Finding those outside shots, finding the layups in that last game, keeping their heads above water, keeping their heads up, playing hard all 160 minutes. Challenge any one of you to do that over a weekend, to spend 160 minutes in a wheelchair pumping hard the entire time, and hats off to what they've done.
Yeah, absolutely right. A lot of positive takeaways, a lot of things that don't show up in those final scores and in the scorebook, but as positive things that are happening for Mizzou. Is taking a look at your scoring summary for the ball game, as leading scorer for the Mustangs, 14 points by junior Joshua Brown, also 14 points by senior Emmanuel Fuentes Cervantes. He didn't play at all in that fourth period of play, but he ends with 14, ties for a team lead. 11 points put in by junior Landon Wary, 7 points added by sophomore Furman Wingirter, and 3 points put in by freshman Robert Liu, 2 points by Alex Wells to round out their scoring. For Mizzou, their leading scorer, leading all scorers with 16 points, is junior Daniel Clements. 12 points put in by Logan Saleas, 8 points by sophomore Baron Trumper, and 2 by sophomore David Pettit. Again, we talked about it. We're starting to see some trends and some patterns. 2 more players this game in double digits. That's something they have to have, and they're starting to see this a little more common now.
Yeah, I think one of the nice things, Daniel Clements, I think leading scorer in games 3 and 4 this weekend. Been a while for him since he'd been there. Saleas had been really that outside hot hand, and he would often be there, or maybe Pettit would find a way inside quite a bit, and he would be the leading scorer. But Clements was really the field surgeon, the general, if you will, on the court, directing traffic. Not always the scorer, but remember, Clements found those 2 layups, a new dimension of the offense. I am super excited about what's to come for Mizzou wheelchair basketball.
Absolutely. As we said, big things coming for sure. They just have to stay the course and just have to believe in the system, believe in the process, and know that good things will happen when they do that. And we just have to be patient. Overall, it just takes patience. So it still, I think, was a great 4 games over 2 days. Again, didn't get in the win column like everybody would have liked, but a lot of positives, a lot of good things to take away, and we're starting to just see some of those pieces start to work together.
Yeah, Tigers will get an opportunity to lick their wounds this coming weekend after having played the last 2 weekends, and they're going to be in Illinois. I'll be there, Blake, and I hope you are able to break away. If you're not, I understand. I'll live stream in some way, shape, or form. If I can't hook up to the Show Me Network, I'll do that on my own social media, and so we'll get some coverage. Now, I'm a one-man crew, and I'm not a professional, but I'll bring in the game the best I can.
Well, like we said, we've been talking a little between games and stuff on what the logistics look like. So, I don't know exactly what the plan is yet for the remainder of the season as far as what we can do for coverage. But the good news is we've got a green light to be able to have the logistics have the green light. That's what I should say. The both sides had a green light. I wanted to do road games, but the green light from some of the logistics have been worked out, and the powers that be have decided that we are a go for that. So we're just trying to work out what a few of those remaining details look like, but we will have postseason coverage for sure at the minimum. We'll have postseason coverage for the Mizzou squad, and then we're going to get some of these road games in as well. And really looking forward to this. I enjoyed working with you again, Todd. You do a great job, and it is a joy to work with you. I think we make a great combo. And, we will figure out some of the things we need for the road, and we will hit the road as well with the team. And, again, just a lot of excitement, a lot of positive things happening. You just have to believe in that system. But Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Pleasure is all mine, Blake. I'm proud to be a part of the Show Me Network, Sports Network. Getting the name all wrong, so you should work on that one. But really proud to be working alongside of you, and look forward to the future.
Absolutely. Well, you've done a fine job. I know you've got a little bit of a trek headed back home ahead of you, so wish you safe travels back. But for those of you that tuned in to our broadcast, appreciate each and every one of you of hanging out with us, letting us entertain you, and most importantly, if hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast, don't forget to subscribe, click on that like button as well. And until we talk to you on our next broadcast, for Todd Pettit, I'm Blake Gazaway. Till we talk to you, so long from the Show Me Sports Network. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world. This is the Show Me Sports Network. The proceeding was an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and was a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.